Thanks for tuning in to the channel, everyone. I'm going to go over how I build a set of these custom valve covers. These are specifically for a 65 GTO, so if you're a Pontiac fan, give a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, because I seem to be gaining a lot of Pontiac fans that are requesting custom parts and custom components, so that's really cool. If you want to see how these are made, wicked, watch the whole video, because I just go through step by step on how I build it. And I'll keep it nice and short so you don't have to listen to all my mumbo jumbo chit chat. But if you don't care to watch that and you just want to see what they look like when they're done, here they are. This is a 1965 GTO badge that has been customized, made out of 3/16 stainless steel, 1/8 stainless steel. This is a 7-part badge, so there's one piece here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these all get TIG welded together flat on the table in a jig. This is the jig right here. Once the badge has been welded together, I prep the valve cover, the blank valve cover, and then I TIG weld it from behind. So that's these guys here. So once they get TIG welded from behind, then I go and give the actual lettering a brushed look using some Scotch-Brite little flapper wheels, and then I give it a nice brushed look using additional Scotch-Brite just over top. So this is the finished result. They turn out great. Like that, the thickness, the depth that they have, it's much different than an embossed valve cover. I love them. I think they look great. So I'm excited to make them. Stick around, watch the video, see how they're made. And if you want a set, shoot me an email, send me a text message. Go to the website. You can order them on my website, badomanclassics.com. And yeah, I'll get you a set and they'll look sweet on your car. And if you don't like this and you'd like a smaller little version, we can do that. Really, I run these, I build all these in AutoCAD. I trace them out, I send them to the customer, I shoot them an email and I say, are you happy with this? Does this look cool? Sometimes they'll say, well, can you shrink it? Can you make it bigger? Can you offset it? Can you put it here or there, wherever? And yeah, I make sure you're happy with the design, and then I go ahead and I fabricate it. So yeah, they turn out great. And so far I have only happy customers from what I know. So yeah, like I said, watch the video and maybe you can be one of my happy customers. That sounds bad, but let's build them. First off, I've got the valve cover. I don't really need to work on that quite yet. What I need to do is I need to get the badge and the emblem prepped and ready to rock and assembled itself, and then we're going to locate it on the valve cover. Once it's located on the valve cover, then I will prep the valve cover for the application of the badge. So 3/16 script, 1/8 kind of V badge behind it, all stainless steel, regular black steel valve cover. I think they're like about 1/16 thick. Not quite. Yeah, let's get to it. Stick around, and if you like the video, please subscribe. All right, we got things mostly tidied up in here. I got a bit of space here to get these valve covers done. I just need to put away these scissor hinge components. This shop, 24 by 26. Yeah, it's tight. Yeah, it's pretty small. But in all reality, this is way more than a guy really needs to genuinely have a decent, productive little hot rod shop. I mean, if you keep things organized, if you keep things clean, structured, and you just want to have fun, this is my zone. I love this place. I got tons of room to get stuff done. I got all the tools I need. I got a little mill. It's not the best, it's not super accurate. It's got a little bit of wiggle here and there, but for making parts really to the accuracy that I need when I'm using that thing, it's really just like a really high quality drill press is what it comes down to. I still have yet to use my bead roller hiding behind the truck there. I played around with it once and it turned out pretty cool, so I will be using that thing more. I got my English wheel back there. I got my planishing hammer. I got my little sandblaster pots. I got my engine hoist. I don't know, I got my little welding table. This shop really is kick-ass. Like, I got everything I need in here to build so much stuff. There's so much potential. I got big plans for this shop, big dreams, and stick around, stay tuned, and you're gonna actually see all this stuff happen because I'm not gonna give up and I'm gonna make this stuff work. So let's fast forward all that mumbo jumbo. Let's get to building a set of GTO valve covers, and let's have fun while we're doing it. Stick around. This is one of my most fun projects that I get to do. These valve covers are really fun, and the finished product is always so kick-ass that I just really love building them. And I want more people to have them because I want more opportunity for me to spend in the shop building them. So yeah, order is set. Thanks everyone. All right, we've got a grilled cheese sandwich and my kids' leftover crust in case I want them, thanks to my dear wife. We've got the first GTO badge kind of flushed in place. So we've got the 1/8 stencil that is holding the 1/8 of an inch V badge into the correct position around all the letters here. So then we got the 3/16 letters that sit slightly higher, of course. Believe it or not, 3/16 almost looks like it's twice the thickness of the 1/8. I don't know. It's probably because it's not actually 3/16, it's like a metric thickness. But anyways, now we've got, so yeah, that's fabrication. I'm learning things that I didn't know before. The V badge is nice and tight in here. I have to make sure that all these little pieces, so there's this little piece right here, there's this little piece right here. You see how this O is split into two pieces? And then this portion up here. I have to make sure all those stay in the place that I need them to stay, and they have to be level so that when I weld them, TIG weld them, just kind of tack weld them from behind, they stay where they need to be. And they stay at the correct plane, which is flat with the surface that they're sitting on. So that's what I need to do. We'll see how this first one turns out. Whenever I get these badge kits made, I always make 3 of everything in case I screw up. And then I got room to correct, and I don't have to waste the laser shop's time. I don't have to waste my time, the customer's time. And then if there's extras left, the next time around, if I make it, I only need to order 2 because then I got an extra. So that's how it works. All right, here we go. We've got the logo flipped over. This is the back side. I have everything taped together, actually just using masking tape. I've got my welding ground just strapped right to it. Now I'm just gonna make sure all this stuff stays flush and just tack weld it all in place until I have it essentially, like I just said, all in place. Once I'm happy with it, I'll flip it over, verify it's good, and then I'll make sure it's flat and try welding it to the cover or something. I don't know, we'll see how it looks. So yeah, this is the first. I have to make sure I accidentally don't weld any of this stuff to the stencil, so that's the biggest part. And like I said, I got extra So I've got 3 versions of everything. So let's give it a shot. Hey, thanks for continuing to watch. This is where we're at now. We got the logo all TIG welded from behind. Some of these look a little different than others. If anyone has like some experience with TIG welding, let me know what you're seeing here. Ways to improve, things that I can do better. Let me know. I'm not a professional TIG welder, I'm just trying to do this. So these really intricate welds are, I can only do them with TIG welding. MIG welding would be gross and brittle, and I'd be afraid that it would break after, and then it'd be, I don't know. I don't want to go there, but this is where we're at now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna clean off all the raised spots because this is the back side, so it needs to sit flush on the top of the cover. And then I need to essentially force it back into the shape that it was before. Because right now it's got a bit of a bow to it because I put heat on all these points, so it's essentially curving up where all the heat was. So easy enough, it's pretty thin. So I'm just gonna clean those off, and I'm going to hope that my welds were deep enough that I don't break them. Because if they break them, then I just gotta do it again. So let's give it a shot, clean them up, grind them smooth, and then get rid of all the discoloration, and we're gonna sit them on a cover and see how they look. All right, here it is. This turned out so good. I'm so excited about this. So, the backside looks a little haggard just because of the grind marks and the smoothing marks. I just need to make sure anywhere there's a weld, it is flush, so that when I place it on the surface of that valve cover, it lays flat. And this is the result. This is the first badge. Like, look at that. Look at the beauty of that. That looks so cool. And because it's got that extra thickness on the letters, just that 3-dimensional badge, like, of course it's three-dimensional to begin with, but it just gives it that extra depth. It looks so good. So yeah, stainless steel. This stuff, like, I love working with stainless steel. This stuff is awesome. Yeah, I'm done the first one. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. Like, it's a super tight fit. It looks great. Now on to making the second one. The second one is usually where my confidence has come up, so I go a little bit faster, and I always screw up on the second one. So this time around, because it's a very intricate part, I'm gonna retain that sense of like not knowing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna try to nail it once more. See if I can do it twice in a row and satisfy that OCD in me. Let's give it a whirl and see how it comes out. Stick around. Okay, we are back. 3 hours later. 3 hours to build 2 badges. That's how long it took to build these. It's a new technique, a new method to building these badges, but they turned out great. I'm gonna give you a little zoom in here. Let's put this autofocus back on. Come on, there we go. Look at that. Look at the quality of those. Like, those turned out great. I love them. I'm happy with them. So let's get to it. Let's build these valve covers. Let's mark up where these are gonna go. Let's find center on the valve cover and make a stencil of where the letters are gonna go, and then we're gonna locate where we're gonna drill the holes. Once the holes have been drilled, we're going to smooth out the surface, and then we're going to spot weld from behind. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Nearly finished, folks. I've got the valves ready for like final finishing, essentially. I need to sandblast them and give them all an even finish, just really for appearance sake for when I give them to the customer. So the customer requested that they wanted the oil fill or the PCV port to be on the same side for both, well, to be on the back sides of the engine. So this would be the driver's one, and then this is the passenger one. So you got your 2 ports just like this with the ports on the backside. So they turned out great, and I definitely leveled up my TIG welding. I just focused really hard on just TIG welding these this time, and I nailed it. There's no grinding required on the insides of these. I will say I put a little bit extra heat into a couple spots on the second one that I did. So that's a little bit of bummer. I just had to use a rotary burr and a little grinder and just clean off the outsides of the welds here. So I did burn through a little bit, but I cleaned it up, and with a little bit of primer and a coat of paint, you're not ever going to know that I did that. So they look great. I'm really happy with how they turned out, and I don't know, I think they look sweet. I'm going to give you the final picture on these once I sandblast them and give them a nice finish, and then it's time to ship them to the customers. So yeah, stick around. Let's see how they look. I've got them complete, folks. We got them all blasted, and they're looking beautiful. You gotta see these things. So we got the GTO covers here. Look at that. Look at that cover. Custom GTO covers with a stainless badge. 3/16 raised letters with a 1/8 inset V badge. That looks great. I mean, they look awesome. They need a little bit of finishing, but I think the owner's gonna be really happy with them. How can I do this? Manually, my friends, manually. So, this GTO logo is officially the most time-consuming badge to make. It takes a lot of time to put this one together. It was a good 3 hours just to weld the badge together. Well, the two badges together, and then it was probably another hour and a half, 2 hours to weld the logo to the valve cover. And then it was another, say, 20 minutes or so to sandblast it and clean it up. So it's all very, very time consuming. They turn out great and I love them, but like, I don't know, it's tough because I want to keep doing these, but in order for me to make them worth my time, I really need to start charging more for these. I really don't want to charge more because I want more people to have them because I think they're cool. But I've got a wife and kids, I gotta feed them, I gotta clothe them, I gotta keep them warm. So yeah, we shall see. Let's clean these up. GTO valve covers are complete. I'm very happy with them. I polished off essentially the letters and then I gave them a little bit of a brushed look just to help them stand out from the V badge. They look wicked. I'm totally happy with these. badomanclassics Signature Series valve covers. If you want a Signature Series valve cover and you want to chit chat about possible designs and plans and just anything you really want to talk about, I'm down for that. You can shoot me an email, visit the website, send me a text message, comment on the video. If you got anything out of this video, all I ask is that you hit the subscribe button and that you give it a thumbs up. It takes a lot of time to make one of these videos and to record all of this while I'm working, so I would appreciate it if you, like I said, subscribe or shoot me a thumbs up. Yeah, let's make our cars unique and let's get these on our cars. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned.